In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 strategies on how you can be more consistent in your life and business. So stick around. Welcome to another episode of Fearless in PowerTube. I'm Sharon Koenig of fearlesspursuits.com, and this is the place to be to create a better version of you. In my videos, I talk about relationships, wealth, mindset, and entrepreneurship. So if that sounds like something that you're into, click the subscribe button now. Being consistent in our life or in our business can be really hard on us. That is, we are hard on ourselves. You see, being consistent doesn't have to be an all or nothing attitude. When we've tried to do something like a diet or an exercise regimen or writing on our blog 30 days straight in a row, we feel like we get kind of tired, but this all or nothing attitude doesn't have to be a reality. So understand that missing a day does not mean that you failed. You see, this is what happens with a lot of people when they're trying a new diet or exercise regimen. They think that when they've fallen off, they've failed, so they just stop trying, right? And this sets us up for failure. So along the way, with being consistent, we're going to come up with a lot of things in our head, because this is what we do. Ultimately, we are always in our head with all of the different things that we're trying to achieve in our life. But understand that we have to know the difference between an excuse and a reason. And this means that we have to be far more mindful and get out of our head. So we can use different tools like writing things down when it comes down to it, when we have to dump things out in our head, so that we can follow through on the things that we want to do and step out of our comfort zone and achieve more in our life or in our business. There's so much that we want to do in our life and our business, and we have so many goals that we want to achieve. But we have to get out of our head and know the difference between an excuse or a reason. Because ultimately, we have to decipher how to proceed with moving forward in that goal. So if you know the difference between an excuse or a reason, then you're better apt to deal with anything that comes up. A good example of that is, I would really love to travel, but some people would ask me, well, what's holding you back? And you know, I've got a young daughter and her father is not very close, and it would be difficult. So some people would say that it's just an excuse, but I believe that it's an actual reason, because I need to make sure that her father agrees with me moving her around. It is not an excuse, it is a reason. So when we start thinking about the different things that come up in our life where we want to achieve something, like with my traveling, for example, we have to know the difference between an excuse or a reason, because an excuse is something that we actually can overcome, but a reason is not. When we want to be more consistent in our goals, we have to take a look at the other parts of our life that are maybe causing our head to be overwhelmed. And often it's just the everyday grind. So we need to know what we can actually delegate or eliminate. We actually have to sit down sometimes and write things out and find out what is standing in our way. We have to make sure that we're not so hard on ourselves, because that can set us up for failure. So to be consistent, we need to make sure that we take small steps towards our greater goal. This is a very key strategy that we can use so that we can be more consistent. You can think of lots of different things in our life and in our business that we want to achieve. And what we want to do is we have to tackle it a little bit at a time so that we don't set ourselves up for failure. I know you have big dreams, and there's a lot that you want to tackle in your personal life or in your business. But we need to make sure that we have to take small steps, make small goals towards the big goals so that we can actually see them happening. And this is the way that we can work towards being more consistent in our life so that we can be more productive and get more done. This way, we will feel so much better about what we're doing in our life and not set ourselves up for failure. we need to make sure that we reach out and get some help, or that we delegate. We get some support when we feel like we're not as consistent as we'd like to be. So facing the reality that we need help is very difficult for a lot of people because we have big egos and we want to say that we did it ourselves. But it's very important for us to know when we need help so that we can delegate and get that support. So I'm really excited. I have some great news for you. I created a brand new Facebook group for the female entrepreneur and coach. So if you want a mastermind where you can learn new things and get some training and connect with like-minded women just like you, head on over to the link in the description below of Dynamic Divas, and we would love to have you there. That's all I have for you in this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I upload videos 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you're interested in watching videos just like this about winning at life and entrepreneurship, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you'll be notified of fresh videos when I upload them. Thanks so much for watching. This is Sharon Koenig. I'm out.